Deadliest food to avoid eating now? Did you know that one of America's favorite meals might actually be deadly to your health? Today, I'm going to reveal a shocking truth about a meal that millions of people eat regularly. Without realizing they're exposing themselves to 7 different cancer-causing and toxic compounds. Stay tuned, because this information could literally save your life. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something super important that affects pretty much all of us. Food safety isn't just about avoiding expired products or cooking your chicken thoroughly. Some of the most dangerous foods are actually the ones we celebrate and enjoy at gatherings, cookouts, and family events. What if I told you that a single popular meal could contain 7 different toxic compounds? Would you still eat it? Let me walk you through these toxins one by one and see if you can guess what common meal I'm describing. The first toxic compound forms when you cook or char something at high temperatures. These are called PAHs, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. When you char or smoke food, you're creating chemical compounds that can actually change your DNA. That's right, they can trigger mutations that lead to cancers, especially in your stomach and colon. The second toxic element happens when you combine sugar with protein. This creates AGEs, advanced glycation end products. Have you ever noticed how sticky and delicious barbecue sauce becomes when it caramelizes on meat? Well, those sticky proteins are actually accelerating the aging of your tissues. They put your entire body in a state of inflammation, contributing to diabetes, Alzheimer's, and chronic diseases. And have you ever looked at the ingredients in barbecue sauce? High fructose corn syrup and more sugar. It's crazy. The third dangerous component is sodium nitrate. You'll find this in lots of processed meats, especially bacon, ham, sausages, and even something called cured brisket. The problem? When you heat sodium nitrate during cooking, it transforms into a carcinogen, a cancer-triggering substance. Yet millions of people consume these processed meats daily without a second thought. Number 4 might shock you. It's Roundup Ready weed killer residue in your food. You're probably thinking, wait a second, there's no weed killer in my food. Unfortunately, there might be. GMO foods like soy, corn, canola, and cottonseed oil often contain residues of glyphosate, the active ingredient in many weed killers. But it gets worse. Even non-GMO wheat can have glyphosate residue. One report showed farmers use 3 times as much weed killer on wheat than they do on soy and corn. So if you're eating anything with wheat, like bread, pasta, cereal, or crackers, you could be consuming glyphosate, which the World Health Organization considers a carcinogen. This isn't just in regular bread, it's in cornbread too, which often contains high fructose corn syrup, cornmeal, wheat gluten, and beet sugar. Even your tortilla chips aren't safe. They're made from corn and typically fried in soy or corn oil, both likely GMO products. Beyond causing cancer, glyphosate disrupts your gut microbiome. Did you know one of the patents they got for glyphosate shows it has antibiotic effects in your gut? That's definitely not healthy for your digestive system or immune health. The 5th toxic ingredient is a byproduct of caramel coloring, especially in barbecue sauces and sodas. This carcinogenic byproduct, called 4-MEI, can be present in marinated meats and many popular beverages. Yet most people have no idea they're consuming this cancer-promoting compound. Number 6 is aluminum. The problem with aluminum is it can leach into your food and eventually make its way to your brain, increasing your risk for Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases. How might you be exposed? Well, when smoking meat, people often wrap it in aluminum foil. Even when taking meat off the grill, it's common to store it in aluminum foil in the fridge. There's also aluminum in soda cans, where acidic cola can actually cause the aluminum to leach into your drink. Some bread products even contain aluminum-based chemicals. Yikes! And finally, number 7 is potassium bromate. This is commonly found in barbecue sauce and flour products to make bread fluffier. But here's the shocking part. It's been banned in 60 countries around the world, but not in the United States. Why are we still allowing a known toxic compound in our food when so many other nations have recognized its dangers? So, have you figured out what deadly meal I'm describing? It's the classic barbecue meal. That's right, barbecued meat, often processed with nitrates covered in sugary barbecue sauce, grilled to char-marked perfection, possibly wrapped in aluminum foil, served with a bun or cornbread on the side, and washed down with a can of cola. All potentially served on a styrofoam plate that can leach additional chemicals into your hot food. I can hear some of you now. Oh great, another thing I can't eat. But don't worry, I'm not here to just take away your favorite foods without offering alternatives. There are plenty of delicious, satisfying meals you can enjoy without exposing yourself to these toxic compounds. Let's talk about how to make a safer barbecue meal. First, consider the meat. Choose organic, pasture-raised meats whenever possible. These are less likely to contain antibiotics, hormones, and other harmful compounds. And if you're grilling, try not to char the meat. Cook it slowly at lower temperatures to reduce PAH formation. Second, ditch the processed meats like hot dogs and pre-made hamburger patties that contain sodium nitrate. Make your own patties from quality ground meat instead. Third, create your own barbecue sauce using natural ingredients. There are tons of delicious recipes online that use ingredients like tomato paste, apple cider vinegar, and natural sweeteners instead of high fructose corn syrup and artificial colorings. Fourth, avoid wrapping your food in aluminum foil, especially when it's hot. Use parchment paper or glass containers instead. Fifth, serve your barbecue with healthy sides like fresh salads, grilled vegetables, or cauliflower cornbread instead of traditional cornbread that might contain GMO ingredients and added sugars. Sixth, skip the soda and opt for filtered water, unsweetened tea, or homemade lemonade sweetened with a natural sweetener like stevia. Finally, use real plates instead of styrofoam or plastic, which can leach chemicals into your food, especially when hot. The good news is that making these changes doesn't mean giving up delicious meals. In fact, many people find that once they switch to cleaner, less processed foods, they actually enjoy their meals more. You start to taste the natural flavors of foods rather than just sugar, salt, and artificial flavors. Here's a question for you. Have you ever noticed feeling sluggish, bloated, or just generally unwell after a typical barbecue meal? That's your body trying to tell you something. When you switch to healthier alternatives, many people report having more energy, better digestion, and even improved mood. Remember, knowing this information doesn't mean you can never enjoy a traditional barbecue again. Life is about balance, but being aware of these potential toxins allows you to make informed choices and perhaps save the more toxic options for special occasions rather than regular consumption. So what do you think? Are you surprised by how many potential toxins can be in a single meal? Have you already made some of these healthier swaps in your own cooking? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts or any questions you might have. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more eye-opening health information. I'm committed to helping you navigate the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and health with clear, actionable advice. Until next time, remember, you have the power to take control of your health, one meal at a time.